Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and we have breaking news on one of the Democrats' biggest, wildest fantasy dreams getting crushed by the Supreme Court, folks. And Donald Trump, well, he's celebrating big time. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. So, former President Donald Trump, as you guys know, has been under intense scrutiny as the 2024 election approaches. Democrats have tried every trick in the book to try to keep him off the ballot, which is very interesting when you think about it, because they insist that he can't win. They insist that Joe Biden will defeat him, despite what all the polls say. They insist that he is unelectable, and yet they try so hard to keep him off the ballot. If I was facing somebody who I knew could not defeat me, I'd want him on the ballot. And so a group sued to keep Trump off the Minnesota ballot for the primaries. Well, the court has rejected that claim. The Minnesota Supreme Court has come down with a decision and said, no, there is nothing preventing Trump from appearing on the ballot. Now, the argument that the anti-Trumpers were making is that the insurrection clause in the Constitution prevented Trump from being on the ballot. Let me explain to you the insurrection clause real quick. What it says is that anybody involved in an insurrection against the United States cannot be president, vice president, cannot serve in Congress, cannot be a senator, cannot hold any government office. Now, this, of course, I would believe, and most people who read this believe, you have to be convicted of taking part in an insurrection first. So that's step one. You got to be convicted. Where's the conviction? There isn't one. The second part of this is, even that's up for debate. You see, when this particular amendment was crafted, it was right after the Civil War. And so what the Union didn't want was Confederates, because they couldn't defeat the Union in the Civil War, to get into government and try to undermine the government that way. And so this was to prevent that from happening. Well, Democrats are clinging to this. They're clinging to it. You guys remember years ago when Trump won in 2016, and the last-ditch effort was celebrities making that stupid video begging the electors to vote for somebody else? This is kind of like that. So the Minnesota Supreme Court says, you can't do this. You can't keep him off the primary ballot. But they did give a lifeline, which said you can bring the challenge again for the general election, assuming Trump wins the primary, which we all assume he will. You can bring the challenge again. Doesn't mean they're going to rule in favor of it, but they're saying you can bring the challenge again. Now, I believe it would fail then too, but that could go all the way to the United States Supreme Court. And I think, people are still going to pin their hopes to this, especially Democrats, but almost everybody in the media, in the real media, even the mainstream media, is calling this a long shot, because it is. It's a desperate attempt. It is a last-ditch effort to stop somebody because you see that they're kicking Biden's behind. So I want to know what you guys think about all this. Please let me know in the comments. Do you think they could get away with this, or do you think Trump is safe? I think he's safe, but I want to know what you guys think. Also, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I know I ask it a lot, but it does really help us out, and it helps our channel continue to grow. I want to thank you for joining us here at Explain America today. Again, I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.